Toronto Public Health has issued an alert after 10 people died from overdoses in a matter of days. Peel Region is also seeing a steady rise in drug-related deaths and is now preparing to open its very first safe injection site, something the medical officer of health here says is long overdue.
It's really difficult to watch this unfold, and certainly there's no simple solution.
The need for a safe injection site here in Peel Region was first identified back in 2019. Then the pandemic hit, putting everything on hold. And while supports did continue over the last 2 years, providing users the option of a safe place to consume their drugs is now a priority.
Opioids was the first thing that we redirected public health supports to coming out of the pandemic as we were able, and so that's why it's moved forward on the agenda with council so quickly.
In Peel Region, there have been 654 deaths over the last 5 years. More than half of those people died alone. And for each fatality, roughly 25 others OD'd but survived. According to Peel's acting medical officer of health, drug-related deaths were up 133% in 2021 compared to 2017.
What are you hearing from the community on this?
Certainly that there's been a need for a long time, and I think we're hearing relief that this is moving forward, and hope that it will move forward quickly and be there for someone else in the community who needs the service and hopefully prevent a tragedy in the future.
Possible locations are being scouted in the Cooksville area in Mississauga, and Dr. Kate Bingham tells me, based on data, more locations will eventually be needed, like somewhere on the lakeshore and in Brampton.
Our geography in Peel means that people are very spread out, and so ultimately we probably need multiple sites and potentially multiple modes of service.
The region of Peel will be dedicating $5.8 million to opening the region's first site. It will then advocate the province for long-term financial support. Currently, there are 15 safe injection sites funded by the province, 9 of which are in Toronto. And it's been a deadly summer in Toronto so far. Over a 5-day period last week, 10 people died from overdoses. In June, Toronto paramedics attended to 22 fatalities. Dr. Bingham says street drugs are becoming more and more dangerous.
There's an increasingly toxic drug supply, so many really highly potent compounds have been laced into the illicit drug supply, and people are experiencing accidental overdoses that are in many cases proving to be fatal. The critical thing is really to try to avoid using alone in any circumstances, to make sure that you are able to find someone you trust with this information, to know if and when you're using, and to be there to check up on you.
Now, I'm told that businesses and the community will be consulted on this along the way. A location will hopefully be chosen soon, with hopes of the safe injection site opening by early next year.